After staring at the 0 Point Shard for over a month, the Voyager and his ship suddenly vanished. But there's more to unpack here. A small rift began to open above the Voyager's ship, which looked a lot like the end event in Chapter 2, back in 20.
I could have been an X-Wing pilot, I could have been a Y-Wing pilot, but no. The boys have been making fun of me because I got assigned to pilot a P-Wing. Barely even looks like a P. You think you have it bad. I have to pilot an L-Wing. Even the clankers laugh at me. Whose idea was it to design our ships based on the alphabet anyway?
Misa, hope everybody likes my starfighter ideas. The clones are really gonna like the Q-Wing.
I could have been an X-Wing pilot, I could have...
Huggy Wuggy is really slow, and I don't mean during the
This Elemental Master makes no sense in Ninjago. Let me explain. In Ninjago Season 4, we are introduced to a bunch of new Elemental Masters, including this guy, Mr. Pale. As you can tell by his name, he can go invisible and shoot light to blind people, just like Lloyd's blindness of Harumi being with them. But once his power was taken away from him, he was still invisible, which is strange as in Dragon's Rising Season 2, Mr. Pale actually reveals his human face as soon as he loses his power. So what gives? Well, it was likely a budget issue, but as for an in-universe explanation, he probably just turned his powers off, leaving them permanently on when he doesn't have his power. So like, this Elemental Master makes no sense.
Nobody noticed this tiny detail, and it completely explains why the Avengers disappeared. Most people blame fear, or the Sokovia Accords, but the MCU quietly removes that excuse when She-Hulk confirms the Accords were repealed. So if the law is not stopping them, what is? For starters, the movies show the Avengers were never a self-sustaining institution. They were a machine powered by Tony Stark's infrastructure. In Homecoming, Happy straight up tells Peter that Tony sold Avengers Tower and moved operations upstate, which proves their headquarters is not some sacred base. It is a Stark asset that can be bought, sold, and relocated. But here's the crazy part. Endgame then destroys their replacement compound in Thanos' attack, wiping out the one real mission control we see them use long term. And once Tony is gone, the hidden cost hits. No tech pipeline, no labs, no comms network, no transport, no maintenance crews, no secure storage. No rapid mobilization. That is why the MCU starts showing heroes struggling with normal money, like Sam and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They are not missing, they are unfunded. So this must mean the Avengers did not fall apart because they lost the will to fight. They fell apart because the bill finally came due. And so, nobody noticed this tiny detail, and it completely explains why the Avengers disappeared. Most people blame fear, or the Sokovia Accords, but the MCU quietly removes that excuse when She-Hulk confirms the Accords were repealed. So if the law is not stopping them, what is? For starters, the movies show the Avengers were never a self-sustaining institution. They were a machine powered by Tony Stark.
please, Scott and Steelwool, we need this in future FNAF games. A large portion of the FNAF community feels like the series is losing what made it unique in the first place, a problem that Markiplier summed up pretty well.
Really like when there's a nice tight game loop, you know what I mean?
Now, I have a potential solution, one that might help satisfy everyone, one that Scott thought of and implemented years ago. A few months after he released Sister Location, the first linear FNAF game, he added a non-canon office survival mode, along with a couple canon cutscenes. Secret of the Mimic really could have used this, since certain characters get very little time to shine in the story mode. Now, this might be dreaming too big, but we could even release these survival modes on mobile, so at least part of each new FNAF game would be accessible to
Hi Schlatt and fellow Schlatheads.
Hello.
My name is Sam Bankman Business, and today I'm looking for...
This gym was losing customers, so the owner did something genius. He put up a sign that said, monthly membership $30, yearly membership $200. Almost nobody chooses the